Hey everybody, it's Sean here from VidGamiac.com, and welcome back to another episode of VidGamiac vs. Imports. Today we are doing the first of the Memories Off trilogy on the 360. So once you start it up, head into System, go into Options. We are going to hit the X button to get into the actual game settings, and this will allow us to tweak the game so we can fast forward and have the game auto stop when we need it to. So you want this basic setup. First option, you want to move all the way to the left. Second option, same thing, move all the way to the left. Third option, move to the right. Then you want to scroll on down to option number 4, move that over to the left. Then option number 5, move that over to the right. Then option 6, which is on the third one right here, skip that, move to the next one, move that to the right, and then the one on the bottom, keep that the same as well. So once you have the options set up, what you want to do is you want to head in to initial start, and that should start up a new game. Once the game starts, what you want to do is you want to hit right bumper. That should fast forward the game, and it should auto stop every time you need to make a choice. If you've been with us since the beginning, this is how it's going to work. You are going to have a list of choices. I will give you the answers to all the choices you want in order to set yourself up for the proper playthroughs. They will be in the margin of the video, as you can see here. So just follow along, go top down, and once you finish one column, just move on to the column on the right. So it's pretty choice heavy, this game. However, the playthroughs are pretty short, maybe about 10-ish minutes or so. We played visual novels where each playthrough are hours upon hours upon hours. So this it's short, but there's a lot of choices to make, so try your best not to get lost. Other than that, there are going to be supplemental playthroughs that we are going to make afterwards, which requires us to do some saving, and I'll point out how to do that when it comes up. But other than that, you can use the video as a visual reference, but other than that, the thing you want to focus on are the choices and the order you have to make them. Other than that, enjoy the guide. So this is the 6th game in the Memories Off series, a series dating all the way back to the PS1 days in 1999. This is the first one on Xbox, and of course it's a visual novel, which means it's an easy completion because you can fast forward. You are going to be looking at about a 3-hour completion with this game, spread across 5 playthroughs, all ranging in X amount of time. And after that, you have some cleanup work, which we, of course, will get to, taking this one playthrough at a time. We also will be covering the supplemental playthroughs within the main playthrough. So expect about 6 to 7-ish videos part of this series. This is also a trilogy on the Xbox. As I said, this is the 6th overall game on the series. On the Xbox, there is this game, the 6th one, which actually has a sequel to itself, so 6 Part 2, which is its own game, which we'll cover someday, as well as the 7th game, which has a very rare Chinese language stack. So you can get 4,000 gamer score if you manage to track down all of the games, and they're all relatively easy because, visual novels. Just basic fast forwarding and choice picking, nothing too fancy like Steins Gate or what have you. But other than that, that's a basic synopsis of the game and its successors, and just follow along the guide. Alright, it's about here where we need to make our first save. In order to bring up the pause menu, you want to hit the X button, and that should bring up this little sub menu. Save is going to be the third option down, so head down there, and you want to save in slot number 1. You have to make sure every time we make a save, we make it in different slots, because we will refer back to them, because they'll save us time on later playthroughs. After that, just hit the B button until you get back into the game, hit right bumper again to start fast forwarding, and that should lead you to the last choice. Make that last choice, and we should be on the end credits. Alright, once the credits finish rolling, it's going to take us to a few text boxes. This is where we need to make a system save. Very important. This is how visual novels track progress between multiple playthroughs, so it's very important that you pick yes for this. So when you get the choice, pick the left option twice. First one to save, second one to confirm, and that should save the game. Take us back to the title card, and then we could start our supplemental playthroughs. So head over to continue, and then you want to load up that save we made a few minutes ago. This will put us back at where we made the save, and this will basically allow us to save a bunch of time since we don't need to remake all those choices we already made. And this also allows us to start where we need to make different choices, pretty much a different story branch that we are going to take. So get through the first two choices, then we are going to make another save, and this is where our second supplemental playthrough of the first main playthrough is going to branch off, which we'll get to when we finish this first supplemental playthrough, if that makes any sense. It's all time-saving stuff.
そうけなくてか
あらつかまった
Alright, get past the end credits, get through these menus, basically all of your unlocks, which will play into other achievements later on. Most importantly, the unlock everything achievements. But make sure you do those system saves, very important. And then finally go back to continue and load, and then we can load up that save we made in supplemental playthrough 1, and then start up supplemental playthrough 3. And this should do everything based on the branch from main playthrough number 1.
あら塚本どうかしたの
So, after the end credits for the last time of this playthrough, you get to the advertisement telling you to buy the sequel, of course. Then you are going to get to the 5PB logo. Shout out to them for making a ton of visual novels. And then after that, we get the last system save menu. Make sure you system save, very important for our 100% achievements later on. And then you get the last achievement of this playthrough. There it is. You should have the first row of achievements done. Hope everyone enjoyed this part. Don't forget to check back soon for part 2 and playthrough 2. And that's all there is to it.